No, shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond, yeah. Umeanguka mtihani.
Yo, welcome to Open Conversations with Nash, the ARC sessions. As you can see, we have a bonfire edition over here, manze. So we're cooking a lot of things. We're doing a lot of trying to be creative for you guys, manze. So share, like, subscribe, manze. Especially minisodes, the ARC sessions is such a wild experience. Yeah, you can say it's been such a short time, but we've experienced a lot. How mnaonaje? We've been through everything already. Yeah. But anyways, it's been fun. I love what we do. I love the experience. The experience itself is just wholesome and kabisa. So before we get into it, I'm gonna let my people introduce themselves. Leo tuanze na the guy on my left. He's always the last. Wisdom. The man of wisdom.
Tunaweza tu ituweke tu intro yenye hata picha ya kila mtu once. So we don't have to think about new
introductions.
And with that, I am David, the boy from the lakeside.
Coming up with new ideas and new concepts. Lakini naona vile leo hako kwa on his A game. That's why he's trying to let a new when he's on his A game. The other, he was introducing other people for the meaning on behalf.
Introduced me on behalf of me.
He did a better job of introducing Frank than Frank did.
Frankly speaking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy on my right.
I'm the guy on his right.
Yes.
The man who's always hungry.
Okay, nice one. I like it.
How funny.
The
chipmunk.
The chipmunk.
Fuck no.
Yes, the one and only lover of life, Mr. Frank.
Mr. Frank.
Yes, Mr. Frank.
Yeah.
Frank the Frank, just to be frank.
Just to be frank. Nice one. Leo, the last person, the least hyped
intro was David.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah.
It has to be different.
It has to be different. Yeah. It has to be different. New things every time. Yeah.
You have to keep on your toes.
Yeah. Keeping us on our toes.
You never expect it.
So since it's in the night time, I want us to have a really deep, intimate conversation. And the reason why I'm calling it deep, intimate is the intimate part of one's life, your inner circle. Manze. And I want you guys to talk about, your experiences with how you choose, how first of all unachagua mabeshte zako and how it's evolved over time and why it's important, manze, place yetu tumefika. So we're gonna get into it, we're gonna learn and know how everyone's inner life, inner workings, kwa sababu your inner circle is a reflection of your inner working. Comes along, manze. And if you have one, if you think it's necessary, if you don't think it's necessary, it's an open conversation. So we're gonna get into it, manze. I'm a guy who believes in brotherhood. I believe in loyalty, and without that in life, I think always enda mbali. But how does that come about? Let's get into it, manze. Yeah, manze. So tuingie in it, manze. Frank, in a circle, friends, brotherhood. How over time you may progress aje? When you're young, how did it? Ama when him say, I'd expect David as me mazemi, I from the mother's womb I just knew how to choose. Yeah, I can imagine him saying it. So yeah. Wacha tuanze na this was because mimi naona ni kazi tulifumble kiasi and tumelana a lot. Yeah.
Like for me, I've had a terrible test when it comes to friends. Yeah, I've crazy experiences with friends, but in a nutshell, it has made me learn a lot. Period. So I'd say brotherhood does depend a lot, like in terms of like how you meet your friends, how you interact, what you go through, and how you help each other out. Because basically, friendship is not just about like us always just meeting up and talking. Like I need to know when you are going through shit.
Yes.
Brother,
Yes.
Help you out. Mazee leo umekula, leo hujakula, leo unapitia stress gani? Unajua sometimes we are not vocal people.
Guys are too outgoing emotional.
It's good to always have a tight-knit friendship with people. You know you can count on whenever things go bad.
So when you was younger, ulikuwa unajua hii stuff ama ni kitu ilikama over time?
Over time, because naweza sema it's been a journey. I've just said like me making friends. I wasn't the best in choosing the friends that I got. Yeah. So I've learned how to actually evaluate the people that I come across and interact with. Yeah, basically on a nutshell, that's that.
That's that.
It's like, to me, brotherhood is something that is grown. It takes time. And it takes a lot of commitment and just a lot of helping each other out.
Okay. Nice one. So happy it's something that's evolved over time.
You evolve over time. Like right now I can say like it is more tighter now because men are really trying to get to be close towards each other because of what you're going through. So a man needs a fellow man, basically. So it's something that is growing.
Okay. Alvin the chipmunk. Actually chipmunks are the brotherhood. So expect a crazy story. Alvin the chipmunk.
I'm not for this Alvin. maybe this nigga is
It's pointed.
Who is this?
Wherever the chuma is pointing.
Chuma. Okay. Can we see any chuma, bro?
That's what you should.
Yeah, but in terms of brotherhood, no, like I do feel brotherhood is important. Having trust in your brothers, knowing somebody has your back the way you have his. At the end of the day, but then again, it's not everybody fits that bill.
Yes.
You're never too sure what intentions somebody has to befriend you.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Exactly.
But so like for me, friendship in general has evolved as well. My circles have gotten smaller.
Yes.
I've gotten smaller. So like, but generally I like to choose my friends in a very diverse way. I can't say that I have a set criteria. My friends have to have checked these boxes to be my friends. For me it's more of how can I learn from my friend? How can my friend help me grow?
Wow.
As in like what kind of experiences can my friend help me through and vice versa? How can we use our individuals or our unique experiences in life to benefit and grow as a group?
All unique gifts.
Exactly. Irrespective of where you came from or what you're doing in life. Wow. So that's my take on brotherhood.
Alvin, Honor Leo is your day.
Shining.
Yeah, she's shining.
What did Rihanna say that one time?
Under my umbrella.
No, shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond, yeah. Umeanguka mtihani.
Mr. Dave, maze.
I don't have a lot to say on this, but I think once I changed my definition of what friendship is, a lot of things came into perspective. There are people who you think are your friends, and when you give them that title, and then you go back in retrospect and look at that relationship, and you guys were never friends. It was just a relationship of convenience. There was some other thing. So once I recalibrated that, I was like, okay. So I thought I had like 30 friends, but like no, these are not friends. This is like acquaintances at best. And then I started realizing, who do I gravitate to? Okay, now those are my friends, those are my brotherhood. And for me, I think what I maybe subconsciously, because it's something now I'm starting to realize, but I look at core values.
Yes.
Do we share core values? Like we don't have to share interests. You don't have to be a certain way. You don't have to be a certain class or whatever. It's just, do we share core values? Because one thing as men we understand is loyalty.
Loyalty is something.
And if your values are the same values as mine, you won't do some sneak shit. There's nothing that you'll do that will surprise me.
That's true.
Because if you do it outside that, then I made a poor judgment.
For sure. I think what you've said is super important. We were discussing Frank the other day. For me personally, friendship yangu, I've enjoyed the soldiers how they work and the brotherhood the soldiers usually have.
Never leave a man behind.
Yeah, I never leave a man behind, and how they usually have a higher purpose. And there's something about the soldiers or army, how it works is there's usually a common goal. There's usually something that everyone wants to. There's a common goal that I've set aside my
extinguish the enemy.
Yeah, extinguish the enemy, regardless of my downfall. We're gonna move forward into achieving what we wanna achieve. And I never knew that ilikuanga in my subconscious, but as I'm growing old, I'm realizing, for friendship and brotherhood, man, there's something vital that needs to be there, and that's direction. There needs to be direction. Without direction, there has to be something. There has to be a kill. There has to be. We're hunters. There has to be, tunaenda, we are making this kill today. This is how we're gonna do it. And you're gonna play your role. You're gonna play your role. You're gonna play your role. And there's another quote I like. I forgot it a long time back, but the reason why we have deficiencies is because we need other people. There's a reason why we need to be in a community is because you make up for the deficiencies I have, and I make up for the deficiencies you have. And if you have the same goal and you have different gifts, because no one's similar, you're gonna push forward, man. And that's the unique thing about brotherhood. Because whenever I'm seated, especially say at and we are contributing to the podcast, there's a unique perspective you have. That's bringing something which is bigger than us. And through that, man, you're able to overcome every adversity, because mtakosana, differences that come.
And brothers fight.
Yeah, brothers fight. And brothers fight all the time. All the time. But if there's that common goal, there's values that you have set in place, manze, I think you can overcome every adversity that comes your way. And I think which brings me to my next question, man. Like, what are you've mentioned loyalty, like what other core values? Like, let's speak about the values. Like, okay, this is the value like I really mess with, and this is something that I respect in somebody who I call someone who's close. Like what, Frank, unaangalia values gani ukichagua mabeste zako?
Be a brother's keeper.
Be a brother's keeper.
Yeah, hold up, the small like emotion. Anyway, be a brother's keeper. What else? Always be really the brother. Like,
honesty.
Honesty. Like, if you are messing up, your brother should be able to tell you, like, bro, this is not good. This is going bad. You need to check your life.
Like those how you spot fake friends. Like, those stories when you're doing something and then they don't tell you about it, and then baadaye anasema, like the best example, you're purchasing something kwa street. And then you purchase it at a certain price, and then baadaye anakuambia uligongo mazi. Ikitu hata ungepata na chwani.
Exactly.
And he was there.
Where were you when I was buying this?
Where was you when I was making that mistake?
Apart from that, I think leading people on peer, that's something a lot of brothers do. Like, you don't really want to be honest with your friend. You just he's making a mistake, you just leading them on. Like endelea pambana tu nini, but they're not really looking at the best interest of your heart. So to me, like, if you are a friend to somebody, friendship means a lot. Brotherhood means a lot. It's like family, like how a mother sees the child. Like, a mother will always have the child's best interest at heart, no matter what. The same thing, like, you will want your brother to win. You want your friend to win.
Exactly.
Like, if you're pulling up, kama tunakuja kupatana at a certain place, I want to pull up na gari, you do the same.
It's true.
Ukitoka unatoka na gari, natoka na gari. Si ati natembea unaendesha. Tutaki kuona hiyo, like, we always lift each other up, no matter what. To me, that is a value that I look at a lot.
You need love, and to love is to like will the good of the other.
Exactly.
Will the good of the other. Wow.
Exactly.
Mr. Dave, the philosopher, what values do you look for? What are your core values? If you can mention a few.
I think grit. Great.
Nice one.
So I didn't get that.
That's
Great.
Great.
Great, I'm a great.
Great.
Great. G-R-I-T.
Lazima ukuwe mtu wa kujituma.
Hiyo ni kali. And I can attest to that, guys. Umse anajituma.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't understand me.
Yes.
You won't understand my challenges.
Yeah.
I will have a space.
Yeah.
You know, where I can come and talk and nini, but you would not understand
what you're going through.
Itakuwa tu stories za jaba.
Nakuja nakwambia mazee, so today nimeenda such and such a place, I've been given these frustrations. That if that other person is not hustling, that they cannot really understand.
Yeah, it's true.
Sasa ulikuwa wapi kaka hivi for such a long time? Mbona sungetoka? I understand you actually went for a certain thing. It had to be done. So that's the reason you're there.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
What else do I look at? I think they're there. It's just hard to come up with them on the spot.
Yeah.
But I think that grit is important. Respect is
Respect
another very
important.
Manners.
Yeah.
You know, just basic.
Exactly.
And even communication. You say please, thank you, you're welcome. You know, just the basics.
Yeah. Another thing, like even how somebody does treat the opposite sex.
That's matter sana. You know, I've been thinking about what you said, and me come up na quote manzi. Great makes great. Great makes great. And I like watching people who are on top, and I've noticed one thing about them. One thing that's always, you know, very, very, that's not something you miss. They're always hanging around with each other. Wasi watu wa Hollywood unapatanga stars, they hang around one another. And I was usually like, mbona wase wana, like, mbona huyu anajua huyu? Mbona Kobe anajuana na Shaq, na Shaq anajuana na Michael Jordan? And I think they get each other. Yule umesema, when you have grit, you understand what sacrifice it takes to get up there. Point. Yeah. And you would be, you know, like complaining about this other person because you know
it doesn't give room for jealousy.
It doesn't give room for jealousy. It does not.
You're hustling.
Exactly. And you're able to push each other. Exactly. And there is no yes man apple. Because I'm great, you're great, so we can come here and have
strongly opinionated.
You know, it's strongly opinionated. And to be friend. And there's another quote I like. Nakosamanga. True friendship can only exist between equals.
Yes.
True friendship can only, and it's true. I'm starting to realize that every time. If you're not existing with somebody who exists at a higher or the same frequency as you, hamtaambiana ukweli. And that's not an inner circle. An inner circle has to be, unafanya ufala hapa, and that's when your authenticity na coming you when I know I can tell you this because I'm also doing something about exactly.
Because there's no way you can lecture a brother and you feel yourself you're not doing anything.
You're not doing anything.
Like,
exactly.
Why are you lecturing me and yet you're not even doing anything?
Exactly.
Uko chini hapa na mimi unaniambia.
Exactly.
Drinking water, drinking wine.
Alvin.
For me, open-mindedness. Open-mindedness, honestly speaking. As much as we can have differing opinions, we need to be able to, discuss whatever it is that needs to be discussed. In a respectful way. So open-mindedness is a big part of what I look for when I'm looking for a brother, and also kindness in general.
Kindness.
Kindness, and again, the ability to have a candid conversation. Tell it to me like it is. Straight up. I'll appreciate that in the long run. So for me that.
Okay, nice one. I think if there's one thing I'd choose, I think you guys mnaweza guess. Kama mnanijua, like try to guess what I would choose if I was looking for an inner circle type or brotherhood type of friendship. Loyalty is cool. Loyalty is on top. Yeah, but something else. You mentioned before.
Consistency.
No consistency.
You mentioned it before.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. It's a virtue I like.
Oh, as a.
It's a virtue I like generally to everywhere. Bado, like, guys, nigga.
Great.
Nah, not great.
Man, hold on.
A space where we celebrate.
Oh, give
Authenticity.
Okay.
Authenticity.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because nimekuwa in a type of friendship, and I've been in types of friendship, and I don't know why. It's always weird. You get along with this guy, and for a apparent reason, ourselves come a pedestal, and they try to be what you want them to be, what you think you want them to be. Unaona? And when that's happened, unapatanga kuna time inafika, and that guy can't put up the character anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, they can't. They have a place, it's just like an end wall. And I'm like, yo, nigga, you told me unapenda hizi stuff. And there's, for instance, I can give a story. There's a nigga I met. Nilikuwa tu usiku kaa sahi, you know, I'm just chilling, you know, I've had my few beers, nimetoka, and the nigga is like, yo, nimekuwa na place, and I'm like, yeah, mimi napendanga kufanya podcast, and he was like, oh, hata pia mimi napenda kufanya podcast. And to cut the long story short, manze, nikamrealize he was just telling me that so that it could impress me. You know, like I was saying things I like, and he's like, oh, also me. You know, at that particular point. So you find like people around, ama somebody amekuwa close to you, but ilikuwa just a character. Alikuwa na play. Yeah. Because without authenticity, without you knowing where you come from, without that independence, inasema as a guy, utakuja ulich on me, and I'm human, nitachoka. Yeah. There's a place and time itafika, and akuwa like, okay, why are you on my back kila time? What are you doing for yourself that's making you stand out? Yeah. And that's what I like.
Let me accept you for who you are.
Let me accept you for who you are.
And allow me to get to know who you are.
Allow me to get to know who you
that's
are.
That's why I think something called depth is really important.
Yes.
The depth of how you guys are. You really need to be. You need to be able to be real with your boy.
Exactly.
You're my brother. I need to be able to be real with you. I need to be emotional. To a certain point with you. And at the same time be real with you, and you need to understand how I am as a person.
Nice one. Which brings me on to my next question. We've talked about what we expect from other people. My question is this: are you that type of friend? Would you say you're that type of friend? Are you loyal? Are you authentic? Do you have grit yourself? Would you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I try to be that type of man who can be in an inner circle type of setting and be the guy who upholds his values? Start with you, Alvin.
I try.
Yeah,
I try to be. I know for sure I have grit in some things.
Yeah.
And a completely lax attitude in no, honestly, it's completely situational. Situational. I put grit where I feel I need to. And chill where I don't. But in terms of being loyal to my bro, definitely I do practice loyalty to my brother 100%. Aside from that, I try to practice as much honesty with my brothers as much as I can. As much as I can. So just being as real as you can. In as many situations as you can be. So in most sense, I do try to emulate what I try to find.
Nice one.
Because you are what you attract.
You are what you attract. I try to emulate what I try to find. That's also a quote inafaa kuongezwa. I try to emulate what I try to find. That's a cool thing.
The philosophy of Alvin.
The philosophy of Alvin.
It comes once in a while.
We see you.
Mr. David.
I would have loved to have me as a friend.
Nice one.
That's the only downside to being me. I can never be my own friend. I can be, but not in the way I would have loved to. But I think
without ending up in a mental institution.
Being my friends, being my friends comes with the disclaimer. Because I'm that kind of guy who you won't hear from me for like 2 weeks. But no
we
love
all,
lost.
we all fall in that spectrum.
We all, hata pia baby, I'm like
I can be
communication,
silent.
yeah.
And it's not that I'm angry or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just doing my thing.
I just do, yeah.
No love lost.
No love lost. No love
Like
lost.
if you hit me up and you're like, yo, we need to link up, talk, I'll be cool. Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, down now.
Yeah, and we were talking about this story, this situation with my friend, and we're like, most niggas nowadays, watakuhata, but they won't holler at you, and then when you meet up with them, they're like, hey, manzata squeeze on pigiangi, bro. Like if you miss me, holler at me. I'm chilling, yo. Yeah, exactly.
Squeezy. Okay, we are okay. As much as there's this thing called being a man, there's also being a brother. Like it's okay to holler your brother, man.
Exactly.
Like we grab a drink, grab a drink, we catch up, what's going on in
exactly.
But because like one thing about us, man, we are people who just like being in our own element. Like yo, I'm going through more shit, I'm gonna do more shit. So when everything's going bad, you wanna deal with it on your own. You don't wanna holler at a brother like yo, bro, must connect to and ile point imefika to be really really bad. It's when now you start speaking out. And most of the time men don't do that. So it's good, like whenever you pull up with your brother, talk about it. Yeah, you know what, I'm going through this and this and this. It's good to always keep the communication going.
It's always and I'm usually like, I'm not the type of guy who's like, yo, go and live in your own man cave after paternity time when we are hunting or something. But yo, like if I really feel I miss Dave, if I really feel I miss Alvin, I can holler at him and be like, yo, bro, I think it works better that way, rather than just being the guy who's like, yo, hata manzi hajanipigia, unaona, like
phone works two ways.
It works two ways.
Like I haven't talked to you for a minute,
call me, acha go play.
Niaje umenyamaza, is everything okay? Everything's cool, labda ni mashughuli tu.
I have a group of friends who we joke about, like every time we have a phone call or we meet, it's an AGM. Because we talk like once or twice a year, like seriously, like serious catching up conversation talk. The whole year we're just sharing memes, and then once in a while we'd meet, or if we don't get the chance to meet, we'd have like a phone call, and it happens so organically. Like we never plan the call. Like siku moja tu someone has a problem, and then they call everyone, or a celebration or something, and then it ends up becoming our meeting, and then we just catch up on that phone call. And like no love lost, like
of course,
nothing changed. So I think that's the new thing, and what I love about it is they realize like I'm grinding. I'm building an empire, so hatuna time how are you today, kila siku, but we still check up on each other, keep tabs, but like those like long normal phone calls maybe might not be as possible.
A nice one. Guys, time inaenda kuisha, and I have that challenge. The last question is always a challenge. I want you to look at, because Mindo, the new guy, I want you guys to tell me in just 3 words what you like about this guy and this guy. Ndazana Frank, what do you like about Alvin?
What I like about Alvin?
Just 3 words.
Nigga got me out of the house. I used to be inside. I'm a very very interesting introvert. If I do not find my tribe, I am not gonna move.
Okay.
I'd rather just be on my own. So brother will be like, yo nigga, you need to step and get out of that house. And actually, after we did that, magic happened, man. We have done a lot.
Nice one.
We have done a lot. So that's one thing.
Second. Never got 3 words, but we'll take you.
Sorry. Okay, the first one would be, I'd say, like, looking out for brother. 1, 2, I'd say, just the general vibe, like the connection is there. You can feel like, yo, this is a brother I can talk to. So there's that welcoming vibe I get from brother. Nice. Thirdly, I'll put at what? Loyalty, bro. Like
loyalty
to each other, man.
Okay.
Devini, we can say it's a lot of conversations. We do have a lot of conversations. I get to learn a lot from Devini. We haven't interacted deeply, but we have quite an interesting connection. I think we have history.
We have history.
We have history. So again, I'd say like the authenticity, being real. Yeah. Yeah, also being there down for a brother. Of course, when a brother is down, as a can holler at a brother.